Now I think audibility is absolutely fine. Is it fine now? Am I audible to each and every one of you? Just please check it once. I think I'm audible now. I think the audibility is absolutely fine. Yeah. Great. Yes. So the audibility is absolutely perfect now. I think we should start. Let me check on both the channels. I think students can hear me. So the audibility is absolutely perfect now. I think we should start. Absolutely. Let's start. Something has happened actually. Great. So how you guys are now? How you guys are? How are you? How was your weekend? How was your Sunday? Huh? How many of you studied on Sunday? How many of you have completed the syllabus that you guys were left with? So how was it? How was the weekend, especially the Sunday? I took class till Saturday. So how was it? Because before this, I have already taken a few of the sessions. As I promised, especially to all the GATE 2021 aspirants, that I'll be taking aptitude sessions on 9 days. Minimum. That's the minimum. 2 sessions per day, that pans out to be 9 into 2, that is 18. So it will be around about 30 to 36 hours. It means that if anyone who hasn't prepared aptitude till date, this is my assurance to you, mark my words, if anybody has no idea what GATE aptitude is all about, I'll be starting everything. I have already started everything from scratch, and I'll be doing the very same thing till the very last date. So even if you don't have any idea, even if you have the slightest of the ideas, what I want, the only prerequisite is make a notebook, use 2, 3, 4, 5 pens, and then you can make notes of all these things. Other than these sessions, why I said minimum, because other than these sessions, I will be taking a few of the special classes as well. For example, just confirm with this, guys. This is not the third, this is the 4th session. I have just taken the thumbnail. The particular session which I'm about to start, it will be the 4th session. Before this, I have taken 3 sessions. Confirm me this. How many of you have attended Quant and DI's first 3 sessions? 3rd, 2nd and 1st. Just let me know in the comment box. How many of you have completed all the 3 RBS rank booster session of Quant and DI, that is graph? Let me know this. Tunir, Mimi Biswas, Omkar, Kritika, Sindhu, Samyu, GATE 2021, Vinay, Gaurav, Anand, Sims, Rahul. There are many people. Great to see this. Well done, guys. Once again, other than this, because what I have seen, most of the students, because you guys are technical students, right? I agree that GATE is a technical paper, right? But the add-on subject is maths and aptitude. And in that, you guys are very good at quant, but there's slight glitch, not much, but just slight, in verbal segment. Once again, tonight I'll be taking the 4th session of verbal. Prior to this, I have already taken 3 sessions. This was the 3rd one, verbal and reasoning actually. 2nd and then the 1st. Confirm me in the comment box. How many of you have attended all the 3 verbal sessions? Just confirm me this. How many of you have attended all the 3 sessions of verbal? Because in those sessions, I'm not just telling this is the question, this is the answer. I have been telling you guys that how to approach a verbal question. And even you can also let me know if it was fruitful. Even in case if you feel as if no, so those sessions were not fruitful, you know, we can always take a different approach. That's not a problem. Don't worry about it, right? So in those 3 sessions, I have taken mainly critical reasoning. I have taken questions from sentence completion, English usage, what do you call this, antonym, synonym. These are preliminary. These were the primary things which I have already taken in these past 3 sessions. I'll be taking the 4th one in today's class, right? Not just this, I have taken a special class on vocab masti. If you can always let me know. If you feel, sir, please take a few more sessions of verbal vocab masti, I'll always take that. Don't worry. You just need to let me know, sir, we want more sessions. I will take that. That's not at all a problem. It's a 24 hours day, right? I don't have any problem taking the class anytime. If you have seen in the past, I have taken classes from 12 late night till 6 in the morning. So timing is not at all a problem. Any which ways, the class which I take at 10 in the evening in Sydney, the timing is 3:30 in the morning. So I take at 3:30 to 5:30. So the timing is, I'm just letting you know, I'm not boasting this thing, I'm just letting you know, guys. In case if you need this session, I'll take that. Other than this, I have taken concept builder with just one session, very basic session on permutation, combination and probability. And don't worry guys, if you guys need, I will take a few more sessions like this. That is not at all a problem, right? You just need to let me know here or in the Telegram channel, Saurabh Sir Official or FT Express, either of the two. Yeah, considering there was one more point. So the PDF of these sessions, especially the verbal, I will be sharing the PDF from today itself. So don't worry about it, right? I'll be sharing the PDFs from today itself, right? One more thing, these are my credentials, as I have already told you guys. If I have got a teaching experience of 10 years, why I'm showing you this, there is one more thing. I'll be bringing courses from the month of February, and those will be exhilarating courses. Why is that? Is that so? Gate 22, Gate 23, I'll be covering them. Other than this, I have already decided to take a few special class that will be absolutely free. On Unacademy app, those sessions will be free. There will be certain paid courses. I'm absolutely clear with that. But there are certain sessions which will be absolutely free, just like on YouTube, similarly on Unacademy app as well. So that is not at all a problem. And especially a few of the students sent me question on Telegram as well. Sir, will you be taking, sir, can you take this vocabulary development session? So I'll be bringing a few absolutely refreshing session. Meanwhile, what you guys can do, you can install the Unacademy app. If you want, you guys can use. Meanwhile, just be ready with this. You can use the code ST26 just as an example, just to let you know. For example, here, like on Plus platform, we've got these many things like live. I personally believe in live classes. So any which ways, other than Plus, I'll be taking special classes that will be free to everyone. I'll be taking special classes on YouTube, not just, even after Gate as well. I have planned like one more session, the storyteller. I'll let you know what the storyteller session is in the near future, and that will be in the month of February. Live sessions, doubt clearing sessions, and everything will be bilingual. So the students from southern part of the India and northern part of India, like the entire pan-India students, can avail the benefit of this. I personally like Iconic more than the Plus subscription. The main reason is that you can have a one-to-one mentorship. That is the most important thing, right? Other than this, these are some of the examples. Just be ready with the Unacademy app. Just if you want, you can use this ST26 this code, and you can straight away get 10% benefit. I'll be bringing some courses, very exhilarating, very beneficial courses in the month of February itself, right? It means within few days I'll be there, right? So these are the things, like for Plus subscription, for Iconic subscription, wherever you want, you can use this. Let's come back to this. You can also follow me over here. I saw some of you have started following me, which is good to see. Why it is important? Because whenever I bring some courses, there are many courses which are paid, but there are many more courses which are absolutely free. You get the notification over here, right? So any which ways, I love these kind of activities. So I take those sessions. Let's start today's session. But before starting today's session, I want you people to write down something. Within few days, you're going to have your GATE exam. Whosoever tells you anything, but emotionally, you guys must be going through an extreme roller coaster ride. Probably, many of you are feeling burned out. Probably, many of you are feeling as if, sir, is it that I have secluded too much myself from the society? Sir, I've secluded myself from my friends. This is not what I have been looking for. Seclusion is needed to create something great. Seclusion leads to greatness. And to create something so exhilarating, so mesmerizing, so jaw-dropping, you need to seclude yourself once in a while. Sir, but why should I do this? Listen to this. Life is like a cafeteria. You can achieve whatever you want. But for that, you need to pay the price. You need to pay the full price and well in advance. What's that price? Not just in monetary terms, but in terms of skills, in terms of effort. I want you people to write down loud and clear. Discipline awakes destiny. I want you guys to write it down in the comment box. Discipline awakes destiny. Discipline awakes destiny. So if this is not the right time to reclaim my life, to reclaim my dreams, to reclaim my aspirations, then what is the best time? I think we should ask this to ourselves. If this is not the best time to prepare something what I haven't prepared before, if this is not the best time to do something which I haven't done before, if this is not the best time, then what is the best time? Promise yourself that I'm going to astound myself in 2, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years down the line. When I see to my past, I could able to say that 2021 was the year in which I fought a good fight and I'm proud of myself. 2021 was the year in which I learned how to reclaim my life. Every time, whenever you feel succumb, whenever you feel as if enough is enough, I should give up, tell your heart, courage. Dear heart, courage. It is the courage that needs conviction. I hope each one of you will fight till the very end. That is the most important thing in life. Just to finish it off and before starting the session, just letting you know a piece of my opinion, and that is the biggest freedom of human life. The biggest freedom of human life is there is nothing to prove. Why should I need an accreditation and affiliation from someone else? In our life, we don't need any accreditation, any affiliation from someone else. This is your life. Navigate your life properly. In the comment box, I want people to write, I own my story. I want each one of you to write, I own my story. There is no station, there is no destination. Life is a journey, enjoy the trip. Let's start today's session. So I feel as if each and every one of you, we are absolutely ready, and let's start today's session. You won't believe the kind of questions come in GATE Aptitude. Very easy, man. Very, very easy. So for example, like this. 2 square into 2 cube. Sir, what is this? This is really very easy. Just listen this out. 2 square into 2 cube. What is this? If I want, I can write it like, If I want, I can write it like this. 4 into 8, that is 32. Sir, is it correct? Of course it is correct. There is no problem whatsoever. Listen to this. Always remember, your GATE is a technical paper and Aptitude is just an add-on subject, right? So that is why the level of difficulty in GATE Aptitude is very easy, very, very easy. Mark my words, it's very easy. Other than this, we can also see this particular question as this, because these two, that is the base and indices, right? This is the topic. So this is 2, and that is 5. That is why we can write it like this as well. Yeah, absolutely. So what is 2 to the power of 5? This is 32. Sir, why have you written this? Like, what do you want to achieve with this? Just to refresh you, not to tell you, you already know this. That when these two things are same, and when you want to multiply this, the power can just be added. That's it. So this is 2 plus 2, that is 3, and 2 plus 2, that's 5. That's it. Sir, but don't you think it is just too basic? It is. Indeed, it is. But in the year 2012, when IIT Delhi made the paper, they have 2012. When IIT Delhi made the paper, you won't believe, they have given exactly the very same question. What is that they've given? 1.001 to the power of 1259. Although it might sound, slightly difficult, but it is not at all difficult. 1.001 to the power of 2062. This is quite a huge number. 2062. Whoa, this is some number, man. But not just this, they have what they have written. They have given the value. They have given the value of these two things. What was the value? That if this is equals to 3.52, if this is equals 3.52 and if this is equals to 7.85, then what is that they have asked? They have asked the value of 1.0023321. Yeah, absolutely. Sir, is that it? Not just this. See the kind of options they have given. Just see the kind of options. Even if you don't know how to solve this, just see the kind of options. 2.23. That's very basic. 4.33. Okay. Just check the last two options. 11.37. That's great. Let's see the last option. The last option was 27.64. Yeah. Anyone would like to post the answer? Anybody would like to let me know the answer? Great. Great. Nice. Absolutely. No, let me take some other color. See this? When you multiply these two things, these two powers will get added. So this plus this, that is equals to this. You know what? When you are appearing in an exam, the idea is not just to get the absolutely correct answer, but the idea is to get the correct answer in the smallest time interval. So why is that important? Because there is no step marking. My point is, even if I don't multiply these entire numbers, 7 into 3 is 21. Any answer which is greater than 21 would be the correct answer. That's it. Sir, why is it? Because any which ways we need to multiply this and just look at the options. When you look at these options, you will actually understand the kind of buffer, the kind of window you have in these options. The answer is 2 point something. The answer must be greater than 21. At 4 point, no, these two cannot be correct answers. This 11 points absolutely correct. Even if you don't want to multiply. Sir, but if you want, you can multiply. You can always do that. That's not a problem. If you want, don't use calculator, just multiply it. But is it really required? Even after multiplying, you'll get the very same answer. That's not a bad idea. 7 into 3 is 21, so any answer which is greater than 21. Because all of you are GATE aspirants, even to CAT aspirants, I say the very same thing. And what is that? Use inequality. When you use inequality, especially in percentage, graph and these kind of questions, you can actually save good chunk of time. Is it clear to each and every one of you? What is the answer? You can always multiply it, right? You can multiply it so to see the answer. Absolutely correct. Great, well done. I think most of you have got the answer. Not C, D. Ketis Sivdas, Raghavendra. It's not C, it's D. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, guys? This is the first question. Let's talk something about the base system. Let's talk something about the base system. Very basic idea. Very basic. I want you guys to give me just a very basic idea. Listen to this. Then I'll connect this very same thing to one of the questions which was asked in your exam. For example, if I have been given with this 23 to the base 10. Okay, that's fine. And if someone asks us what will be the value if this. So we know how to solve it like this, right? Like this. We know how to solve it like this. See what I say. Listen to this. Very, very basic point, but this will help you. This is 8 to the power of 0, which is 1. This is 8 to the power of 1. With which number 8 should be multiplied so that we can get we can get close to this. This number 8 must be multiplied with 2. Why is that? 8 into 2 is 16. What is that we are left with? If you multiply it by 3, in which ways you are going to get 24, right? So that will be greater than this. So after this 16, you are going to get 27. So this can be written as 27 to the base 8. Very basic idea of the base system. Is everybody fine with this? Absolutely correct. Is everybody fine with this? 27 to the base 8. I think this is absolutely clear. So 23 to the base 10, and here it is 27 to the base 8. I think it is absolutely fine. Right? Great. Even if we want to add 23 plus 31, but if this is in base, okay fine, let's break it down. If nothing is mentioned, then it is obviously in decimal system. Let us suppose it is in decimal system. We get 3 plus 1 is 4, 2 plus 3 is 5. But if we add the very same numbers, 31, and if these two numbers are in octal base system, then what happened? Then this happened. 3 plus 1 is 4, 2 plus 3 is 5, but the value of this is this. 54 in decimal and 52 in octal are two entirely different things. Sir, why is that? Because 8 into 5 is 40 plus 4. If you want to write it in decimal, this will be the answer. This will be the answer. If you write it in decimal, you will going to get 44 to the base 10. It means decimal 44, this 54 is worth this. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Right? Absolutely. This is a very basic point I have taken. Now I want you people to tell me the value of this. If I add 137, 137 to the base 8 and 276 to the base 8, I want you people to let me know the answer. For this to happen, for this particular question, I am giving you guys 1 minute. Go ahead. I want an answer. Go ahead. Make it fast, please. I want people to give me the answer of this particular question in next 1 minute. Go ahead. Let's see what you guys say. Great. Nice. Nice, nice. Well done. Good morning videos will going to come from tomorrow, don't worry. Right? Okay, fine. Because both the numbers are in base 8. Listen to this point. When you say something is in base 8 or octal base system, what is the meaning of that? Even before understanding this, we need to understand what is the meaning of decimal base system. When you say decimal base system, that is 10. So in a decimal base system, you have 10 symbols. How come 10? From 0 to 9. That is why it's a decimal base system. When you say it's a binary base system, you've got two symbols, 0 and 1. That is why 0 and 1, 2. That is why it's a binary base system. In an octal base system, you have 8 symbols, not 8 total symbols from 0 to 7. That is why it's an octal base system. In decimal, how you write 10 like this. In binary, how you write 2 like this. In octal, how you write 8 like this. Because in decimal, we have total 10 symbols starting from 0 to 9. We cannot write 10 like this. In binary, we've got two symbols, 0 and 1. In octal, we've got 8 symbols from 0 to 7. Just like this. Why I'm saying you this? Because after 7, you know what happens in case of decimal, this happens. 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13 like this, because we have got 10 symbols. But on the contrary, in this case, when it is an octal, when it is an octal base system, 6. When it is an octal base system, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After that, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it fine, everybody? And that is why it is 5, carry 1. 7 plus 1, 10, because octal, you don't have any symbol after 7, plus 3, okay, carry 1, 2, 3, 4. Is everybody fine with this? Is everybody fine with this? I think I have given you enough explanation on this. I think it is, if you want, you can convert into decimal and then you can solve it. That's not a problem. I just want you guys to solve it directly. That's the point. Any which ways, if you want, you can convert it into decimal and you can solve it into decimal and you can again convert it into octal. That's fine. But I guess this is absolutely fine. 435. Is it clear to each and every one of you why you call it when you call a base system binary? What does that mean? It means you've got exactly two symbols, 0 and 1. When you call a base system decimal, you've got 10 symbols starting from 0 to 9. When you've got octal, there is an octal base system, you've got 8 symbols starting from 0 to 7. It means in case of binary, when you want to write 2, it is 1, 0. In case of decimal, when you write 10, it is 1, 0. In case of octal, when you want to write 8, it is 1, 0. Right? Great. Now let's spice it up a bit actually. Let's add something more to this. I want you people to answer this so that if any of you have got any doubt, that can also be solved. I want you people to, all of you have understood this. Now I want you people to solve this. 731, my God, this is quite a big number, plus 672. And not just this, these two numbers are in octal. I want you people to find the answer of this in next 1 minute. Go ahead and make it fast, everybody. I want answer from each and every student. Go ahead. 731 plus 672. Make it fast, guys. I want answer from each and every one of you. Go ahead. Make it fast, please. 731 plus 672. Make it fast, guys. Make it fast. Great. Well done. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely. But just to spice it up, 731 plus 672. If I add it as such, without considering the base, let's add it as such. So without considering the base, it means, our default setting is decimal. So let's add it in decimal form. Just let's add it. 2 plus 1 is 3 in decimal. I'm doing it in decimal. Let me write this. If we add it in decimal form, 7 plus 3 is 10, so 0 carry 1. 8 plus 6 is 14. If we add it like this, this is what we will going to get, right? Absolutely correct. This is this particular question was given in the year 2010 when IIT Guwahati made this paper. I want you guys to write 2010 IIT Guwahati. And why I told you guys to add this in decimal form as well, I felt this was a very good option which was given. 1403, and then there was 1623 and 1513. So I have not written this. But out of all these options, I found these two options really good. This option, this was the trap. If anyone solves it in decimal form, decimal base system, the guy will going to get 1403, but that is an incorrect answer. So to all those people who've given the answer, most of you have got the correct answer. So what is the answer? 2 plus 1 is 3, 7. So 0, 1, 2. That is this. 7, 0, 1, 2. After 7, 0, 1, 2. Okay. Carry 1. So 7, then 6, that is 15 plus 1, 16, that is by 16, 23. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Shall we move ahead? Is it fine, everybody? Is it fine, everybody? Absolutely correct. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Absolutely correct. I think each and every one of you have understood. This question was given by IIT Guwahati in the year 2010. This particular question was given by IIT Guwahati in the year 2010. So they have considered giving base system as well long back, but yes, indeed they have, right? So I felt like this was a good question. Now listen to this. I'll be giving you my question, but before that, I have a very small question. What is that? Let us suppose if I have written this. If I have written like this, whatever you feel like, make sure you jot every single piece of information. If you write every single piece of information, the devil is in the details. If you write every single piece of information in the next 2 hours, you're going to have a very beautiful notes, right? Let us suppose if we have been provided with this, that capital N is greater than 10 and less than 100, right? If capital N is not just this, but it is also a natural number, okay? Listen to this. Then if capital N is a natural number and if this comes under this range, then for how many values of capital N? The digit sum. Okay, now this is interesting. The digit sum. I personally found like some of, in your exam, this digit sum product, these kind of questions are very important in your GATE aptitude, right? So you'll actually come to know this. So the digit sum must be equals to 0, 2. So if capital N is a natural number and it is within this range 100 to 10 and 100, then for how many values of capital N the digit sum must be equals to 0, 2. You know what, even if we don't solve this, even if we don't have any slightest of the idea of this, I'll ask you a question, don't worry, just listen it out. Even in that case, if I want to start this, what I can understand? I have understood that to have digit sum 2, what you can do? 1 plus 1 is 2. Yes. And other than that, 0 plus 2. But the range is between 10 to 100. But if the range is between 10 to 100, 0 2 cannot be an option, because that will be a single digit number. That won't suffice this range. So it means that there are only 2 cases. What is that? 1 1 and 2 0. It means here you are saying that there are 2 numbers 11 and 20. If capital N is a natural number such that capital N is between this range, it must be greater than 10 and less than 100. This question was not asked in your GATE exam, but this is very, very important to your exam. Mark my words, right? These kind of questions are important to your exam. If capital N is a natural number and that falls within this range, then for how many values of N, the digit sum must be equals to 2. So this is what we have seen. I'll ask you a question, don't worry. And I'm letting you know that when I ask you the question, you'll give me the answer in less than 5 seconds. Less than 5 seconds. This is my assurance to you guys. Just listen it out. Let's make it a bit more interesting. How can we make it a bit more interesting? Let's do one thing. Let's rub this. Let's take the upper limit as 100 to 1000. 100 to 1000. If you see this, then basically the meaning of this is how many 3-digit numbers are there where the digit sum is 2. Fine. So what do you think? This can be 1 1 0. And anybody who has got some idea of permutation combination, you can arrange it in 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial ways, or even if you don't have 1 0 1 1 1 0, that's it. Other than this, we can have one more case, and that is 2 0 0. All in all, how many cases are there? 4, of course. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Just let me know this. If the numbers are between, I have repeated this. 3 cases. I have repeated that number. So if the numbers are between 100 to 1000, there are 3 cases, 101, 110 and 200. Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Sir, you mean to say that if the case would have been like this, 1000, 10,000, for how many values of capital N, the digit sum must be equals to 0, 2. In this case, what you are saying, 4 digits, so we are basically talking about 5-digit numbers, right? So here, we are talking about 4-digit numbers, I'm sorry, greater than 1000. So in this case, here we can write, I want white color, 1, 0, 0, 1. 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 0, and not just this, 2000. It means that in case of 10th 1000, in case of this to this 10 to the power of 4, in case of 10 to the power of 3 to 10 to the power of 4, how many cases we can have such that the digit sum must be equals to 2? Here we can have 1, 2, 3, 4 cases. Sir, you mean to say that in case of 10 to 100, the first question that we did. Sir, in case of 10 to 100, there were 2 cases such that the digit sum was 2. And these 2 cases were 11 and 20. In case of this, 10 to the power of 2 to 10 to the power of 3, there were 3 cases, 101, 110 and 200. And in case of 10 to the power of 3 to 10 to the power of 4, there were 4 cases. And that's obvious. In case of 1, the first digit must be 1, and then there is only one arrangement of one of the 1. And then there is always one case, that is 2000 or 20,000 or 2 lakh or 20 lakh. Long back in CAT, this is what they asked. Capital N is a natural number, and the range of this is 10 to the power of 12 to 10 to the power of 13. For how many numbers? The digit sum of capital N must be 12. This question was asked in CAT, but I feel this is important to your exam. Go ahead, mark the answer. Don't take more than 5 seconds, just mark the answer. That's it. And that's pretty easy, right? There will be 12 cases which has got double 1 and 0. We can fix 1 right at the front at the very first place, and then the arrangement of 1. And then there will be 1 case with 2 followed by all the zeros. It means 13 answers. That's it. That is it. This was the question. Is it clear? Absolutely. I think it is clear to each and every one of you, right? Great. Well done. I think it is clear to each and every one of you. Is it fine, guys? All right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is the 4th concept. I think this is clear to each and every one of you, right? Absolutely. 13. Okay, great. I think this is absolutely clear. Now, listen to this. In one of the exams, they have asked this. Listen to this. This is another very good concept. In one of the exams, they have asked this question. 16 cube plus 17 cube plus 18 cube plus 19 cube. Right? If capital N is equals to 16 cube plus 17 cube plus 18 cube plus 19 cube, whatever the sum is, they have asked this. What will be the remainder when capital N is divided by 7070? Just wait. What will be the remainder? You'll understand a very, very beautiful concept. Just listen to this. 16 cube plus 17 cube plus 18 cube plus 19 cube, the sum, whatever the sum is. This is capital N, whatever the sum pans out to be. When this capital N is divided by 7070, then what will be the remainder? Now try and understand the trap over here. See, when any examiner prepares any question paper, the idea is, see, the very first round of any entrance exam, be it GATE, ECAT, any other exam, the very first round is called selection procedure. Anyone who is better than this threshold, call them for interviews. And then we will filter the audience, right? That is the threshold. Anyone who has got more than threshold is eligible for the interview. That is why the first round is always called the selection procedure, and the second, third round, they are called, the second and third round, they are elimination process. In this particular case, according to me, whosoever has made this question wanted a student to solve it like this, in a very generic way. What is 16 cube? 4096. What is 17 cube? 4913. What is 18 cube? 5832. What is 19 cube? 6859. Even if I have written any one of them slightly incorrectly, just let me know. I am not concerned about the answer. Okay, fine. This is what the examiner wants you to do. I am not going to tell you to solve it like this. On any day, we can multiply these numbers, or we can use calculator and we can divide it by 70 and we can get the remainder. But from exam's perspective, this is just too long a process. Writing the cubes of these numbers, then getting the sum, then dividing it by 70 and then getting the remainder, I believe it's just too long a process. So sir, what is that you want us to do? Listen to this. Listen to this, and I want you people to note it down once I'm done with this. See, mainly if you see, in case of powers, there are these two kind of questions: a to the power of n plus minus b to the power of n. Let's take the first one, a to the power of n plus b to the power of n. Let's take the other one, a to the power of n minus b to the power of n. Even till now, what we can clearly, categorically see, n is there. It means this is a very special case when we're talking about when both the powers are same. Sir, when both the powers are different, in that case, we'll solve it independently. That's a different thing. That's not a problem actually. I want you guys to remember this. If it is a to the power, if the question is this, if any natural number is like a to the power of n plus b to the power of n, it is divisible by a to the power of n. Oh, so sorry. It is divisible by a plus b only and only if n is odd. Sir, but what will happen if n is even? Then this number is not divisible by a plus b. I want you guys to write this down, right? First of all, just listen to this and then we'll write. This a to the power of n, b to the power of n will never be divisible by a minus b. Sure, can we take an example? Let's take an example in the form of a plus, in the form of ab. Just if you remember this, in our school days, we have written a cube plus b cube. We know how to solve this, right? What is a cube plus b cube? A plus b, a square minus ab plus b square. Just see this. If I divide it by a plus b, yeah, it's absolutely divisible. It is absolutely divisible. There is no problem. Here it is. So a plus b gets cancelled. Great. This is what happened when n is odd. Sir, whatever you've written so far, you mean to say that if the question is in the form of a to the power of n, let us suppose any natural number, yeah. Let us suppose any natural number or any question is in the form of a to the power of n plus b to the power of n, it is divisible by, I want you people to listen to this loud and clear and do jot this point. But before that, just listen to this. Whatever I'm saying, it's very, very important. If any question which is present in the form of a to the power of n plus b to the power of n is always divisible by what? A plus b, but only when n is odd. Only when this n is odd. That's it. Sir, what will going to happen when n is even? It won't be divisible. A minus b, it won't be divisible. Okay, fine. Sir, in this case, what will going to happen? Let's see that too as well. In case of a to the power of n minus b to the power of n, you know how to remember this? Exactly opposite of this. A plus b n odd, I'm writing the same thing. A plus b n odd won't be divisible. Okay, here it was divisible, right? And we'll write an example, don't worry. Take your time. A plus b n even. Yep, it is divisible. On the contrary, here it was not divisible. Let's take the last one as well. A minus b n. Forget about n. Whether n is even or odd, it is always divisible. So even if I want to remember this, I just need to remember this part. Divisible, not divisible, exact complement of that. Let's take an example over there as well. Let me write an example. For example, if it is a square minus b square, I have taken this example. This would be a minus b and a plus b. To all those students who have attended the previous session of mine, we had a discussion on this, and then we've connected a square minus b square to number of solutions, to Fibonacci sequence, to probability. Do you remember this, guys? Anyone who remembers this, on the Saturday's class, there was a dedicated question on a square minus b square. We've not just solved a square minus b square, we have connected with to number of solutions, that kind of question. And then Fibonacci sequence, and then to probability as well. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? And then I've given you one more pattern to that. These are some fantastic questions, very nice questions. And similarly, when you come to this, a cube minus b cube, this would be a minus b, a square plus ab plus b square. Here we can clearly see that if it is a cube minus b cube, this, divisible. Great, absolutely perfect. Sir, but why are you telling me all these things? Now listen to this. This is what we have done so far. Fine. And one more thing. This is not just valid in case of a to the power of n plus b to the power of n. I have written this just so that you can able to understand in a very simple format. Even if it is a to the power of n plus b to the power of n plus c to the power of n, similar thing is valid. A to the power of n plus b to the power of n plus c to the power of n plus d to the, absolutely same. So sir, why have we written all those things? We have written the stuffs because what? So this was the question. Let's go back to this question once again. If capital N is 16 cube, okay, plus 17 cube, okay, plus 18 cube, okay, plus 19 cube. If this was the scenario, it means that this belongs to the category a to the power of n plus b to the power of n. Don't wait, don't jot this anything right now. Just listen to this, whatever I'm saying. This belongs to the category. What category? A to the power of n plus b to the power of n. In case of a to the power of n plus b to the power of n, this is always divisible by a plus b, but only when n is odd. You are technical students, your exposure to aptitude is slightly lesser. It might be possibly very good at aptitude, just I'm letting you know this. That is why I'm telling you that this pattern of question is very important even for CAT aspirants. Do you understand this? This pattern of question is very important even for CAT students. That makes it automatically important to you guys as well. Right? It is not that difficult, but it is quite adventurous. So, let's see this. If I add these numbers, so this would be 16 plus 17 plus 18 plus 19. Sir, you mean to say that when you are saying this actually means 16 plus 17 plus 18 plus 19, because n is already odd. So this is 40, 49, 57, 63 and 70. Fabulous. Fabulous. It means that a to the power of n plus b to the power of n, this question will 100% be divisible by 70. What was the question? What will going to happen when this will be divided by 70? The remainder would be absolutely 0. Is it clear to each and every one of you? How long does it take? A few seconds, a minute, not more than that. Is it clear to each and every one of you? If the question was capital N is equals to n a cube plus 16 cube plus 17 cube plus 18 cube plus 19 cube, what will be the remainder when n is divided by 70? Here we can categorically see that the sum of this number is equals to 7070, and thus when you divide this number by 70, the remainder will be 0. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Did I said 70 is odd? They said 70 is odd. And you've written in capital letters. First name, last name. FYI, whenever you write, you guys are almost college graduates, right? I'm just letting you know this. It's up to you if you want to accept it and if you don't want to accept. Whenever you ask question, not just to me, anytime, in the next 1 year, 1.5 years, you will be in the field. What is the field? The real marketplace. Wherever you will search job and whatever you do. When you write anything in capital letters, that is considered to be the highest form of insult. I'm just letting you know this. On YouTube, nobody is concerned about this. Whenever you write anything in capital letters, that is the utmost form of insult. If you write in capital, if you write a draft, a mail in capital letters and send it to your higher authority, they will never going to respond to you. Make sure you remember all these things, right? It's up to you. We can live our life as ever like we want. I said A plus B plus C plus D when n is odd. N is the power. A 16 cube, 17 cube, 18 cube, 19 cube. This is what I said. I have never said 70 is odd. Is it clear to each and every one of you now? Yes, the power has to be odd. The power has to be odd, not the number, man. If we want to spice it up a bit, you know what? If provided a chance, if, let us suppose if I was, framing your paper, and if given a chance to give this question to you, what I would have asked? I would have asked the very same question, or I would have asked what will be the remainder when n is divided by 70, or 2, or 7, or 10. These are absolutely very, very basic questions. Sir, why is it basic question? Because these are factors of 70. This question is as good as this. When any number is divisible by 4, what will be the remainder when the same number is divided by 2? Is divisible by 2 as well, 0. When any number is divisible by 8, what will going to happen when it is again divided by 4 or 2? The remainder will remain the same, that is 0. So not just the 70, any number whichever is divisible by 70 will 100% be divisible by its, I want you people to write this word, factors. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? I have already mentioned factors. In today's reasoning class, when we meet at 10 in the evening, we're going to have some more reasoning based questions. We'll move slightly from verbal to reasoning, right? So we're going to have a reasoning based questions more. Do make sure that that you attend the session. Have a reminder of the session or whatever you want, but don't miss today's session. It will be a very important session for you guys. Shall I give one question to you guys? Right? Let's take one question then. I think I should. Right? I think I should. Let's see this. 15 to the power of 23. 23. Oh, that's some number. To the power of 23. My question to you guys, if this number is divided by 38, then what will be the remainder? Don't take more than 10 seconds. You are my students, why do you need more than 10 seconds? Any which ways, why do you need more than 10 seconds? Great, well done. Absolutely correct. Here in this case, the question is a to the power of n plus b to the power of n. Okay, this will be divisible by a plus b only when n is odd. Is it? Only when n is odd. Yes, indeed it is odd. This is 23, this is 23, so odd. 15 plus 23 is 30, that's it. 15 plus A plus B, that is 15 plus 23, and that is 38. So this number, when divided by 38, the remainder pans out to be 0. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, guys? 0, absolutely correct. So I think it is absolutely clear to each and every one of you, right? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Shall we proceed further? Fine. We have discussed, in fact, we can discuss a few more things here. Right? But before moving on, I want you people to write something. In the real world, in our world, very often you have seen each one of us to some level or the other. We complain. So is complaining wrong? No. Complaining is not wrong. Cribbing is wrong. Complaining is not wrong when you are doing something to overcome it. Otherwise it's wrong. Whatever your dreams, your aspirations, your target, your goals are, whatever that is, the very first thing is to realize, don't mind what I'm saying, but the very first thing is to realize, is it worthy enough? Do I really want it? If the answer is yes, then howsoever difficult it is, I believe we should pursue it. When the path calls your name, you should walk. It means if it is worthy and if you believe in that, even if it is troublesome, even if it is painful, I want you people to write it in the comment box. Wherever you are, whatever resources you have, whatever present reality you are going through, embrace it, accept it, and endure it. Go ahead. I want you people to write it in the comment box. Embrace it, accept it, endure it. Whatever you want to achieve in life, you need to fight it out. Embrace it, accept it, and endure it. If it is worthy enough to endure, then endure it, then don't complain. Complaining won't solve any problem. Sir, but why? If you really want to solve a problem, you have to evolve. You have to, listen to this, you have to become bigger than your problems. Promise yourself, not just in this exam, but wherever you will be in your life, promise yourself that from today onwards, I'll become bigger than my problems. Every time when you say this to yourself, that I'll become bigger than my problems, you will feel that you are evolving as an individual. And that is what the meaning of human existence is. I often looked into the sky for liberation, and then to realize I am the heaven, I am the hell. मैं अक्सर आसमान की तरफ देखता था और आज़ादी को सोचता था, और तब मैंने समझा कि मैं ही स्वर्ग हूँ, मैं ही नरक हूँ. There is no liberation outside. The liberation is deep down the heart, deep down the gut. Let's proceed further. Shall we move ahead? Is everybody absolutely ready? Right. Great. I think let's move on. And there is something called HCF LCM, right? There is something called HCF LCM. Although, you know what, somehow I don't think, like, GATE has not given enough importance to this particular thing. Whereas on the contrary, in most of the MBA entrance exams, most of the job oriented exams, HCF LCM is one topic which has always been part and parcel of. So sir, what is that you mean to say? I'll tell you 2-3 points, and I think that will be good enough. right? Let's start right from scratch. Listen to this. Even if we have read this in our school days, right? I know that, but still, even if you don't have that great an idea, I'll explain that, don't worry. What is that we have read in our school days? Let us suppose we've got 3 numbers, 2, 4 and 8. Let us suppose we have got 3 numbers, 2, 4 and 8. Then this is a very, very basic question, right? Even this particular question I've taken from NCERT book. So if you want to find HCF or LCM, just listen it out, right? So what we've already read in our school days, this is what we've read. Take 2, then 1, 2, 4. Whenever any number is equals to 1, it means that this is the HCF. This is what we've already read. I'll tell you something more, but just listen this out. And then do it as long as each and every number equals to 1. Okay. This means this. Oh, I need to change the color. Yes. So this is LCM. What is HCF? Highest common factor. The highest factor which is common amongst all the numbers. And what is LCM? It's a least common multiple. It's the least number which is divisible by all the given numbers. This is what we have discussed in our school days, which is absolutely fine. What I am suggesting, whenever a number like 2, 4, 8 is given, I am saying that any number, not just this, any number is given, break it into prime factors. In today evening's class, I'll be telling you the example of prime factors in reasoning. We'll take this concept of factorization in reasoning. Right? So don't miss today's class. When we'll meet in the evening at 10, don't miss that class. Okay, fine. So let's take this prime factors. So 2, it is already a prime number. So this 4 is basically 2 square. 8 is basically 2 cube. Whatever we have solved over here is absolutely fine. What I am saying right now is this. Listen to this. Whenever any number, any set of numbers are given to you, break it into prime factors. And then if you want to find the HCF, see the lowest value of prime factors which is present in each of the numbers. That is, in this case here 2 to the power of 1, that is present in each and every case. And if you want to find the LCM, whichever prime number you are considering, take its highest power. That's it. You have got the LCM, which is absolutely same. Take the highest power, all these small powers will automatically come. Sir, can we have a few more examples? Of course, we should have. Okay, I think. Let's take another example. Let us suppose if this is 2 square into 3. I've directly factorized it. Let's take this. Let's suppose this is a number. There's another number 2 into 3 square into 5. Let's take the third one. 2, 3, 5 cube. Oh, 7 as well. Listen to this very, very carefully. I'll be taking 3 examples and that will cover almost whatever HCF LCM questions, the concept of HCF LCM questions which are important to your exam, right? So if this is the point, this is the thing. Here in this case, if you want to find HCF, what is the number which is present in each of them? So 2, what power? 2 square, 2, okay fine, 2 to the power of 1 is present in each of them. Anything else? 3 to the power of 1, that's it. And sir, you were saying something about the LCM as well. Yeah, let's take that example. When you are taking 2, take the highest power. So this is 2. It means this came from here. When you consider 2 square, these things will automatically come. Forget about them. Forget about those numbers. Let's take white. Then 3. This is 3 square. From here you've got 3 square. It means these things automatically came. That's nice. Let's take another one. 5 cube. From here it came. And finally 7. This is a very simple way of writing it. At the same time, This will be really helpful. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? I'll cover clocks and calendars, don't worry. Sir, in GATE clock and calendar is not, it is, but I'll take that, don't worry. I'll take two more things, clocks, calendars and spatial. Don't worry. I'll take that. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Great. First get an idea of this, and then in one of the class I'll take that, don't worry. I'll tell you one single line formula for clock, and the same question we're going to ask. Right? Anyways, I'm like saying this to you, whatever, I'll tell you one single formula and they will ask you the very same question. Right? The very same concept actually. Right, great. So this is fine. Great. Let's convert it into a good conceptual question. I want you people to draw this, do draw these arrows. These are important. Sir, why these are important? Let's see them. Let us suppose the first number, I want you people to find this, right? Let us suppose the first number is, there are three numbers. The first number is 3240. The second number is 3600. The third number is X. That we don't know what the third number is. And if the first thing, this is the first thing. Let the HCF is equals to 36. And the LCM. I have given three numbers. This is the first number, second number and third number we don't know, right? And then there is HCF is given and LCM. So this is 2 to the power of 4, 3 to the power of, 3 to the power of 5, 5 square and 7 square, right? So 2 to the power of 4, 3 to the power of 5, 5 square and 7 square. The question to you is a very basic and a straightforward question. What is the third number? Anyways, we'll start this. But even before starting a question, even before starting solving any HCF LCM question, I want you people to understand this. Whenever these kind of questions are there, the very first thing, what is that I have told you? Break it into prime factors. That is, factorize it. So if you factorize this number, what is that you're going to get? If you factorize this number, what is that you're going to get? When you factorize this, what is that you're going to get? That's a good point. So let's see. This will be 2 into 5 and this will be 2 into 81. So that will be, I need some other color, 2 square. This will be 2 square into 3 to the power of 4 into 5. Just check it once please. 2, 5, 2, 81, 3, 4, yeah. But just check it once. And let's take this one. This is 2 square, 5 square, 2 square, 3 square. So 2 to the power of 4, 3 square and 5 square. And this is X. What is 36? 2 square into 3 square. This is a very beautiful concept builder question. So basically what has been given to us? The first number, the second number and the third number we have been asked. The HCF is 36, that is 2 square into 3 square. And then there is an LCM as well. That's fine. I'm using what color? Pink. Right? Now focus. Okay, fine. Even before that. The first point. If 2 square into 3 square. Listen to this very, very carefully. If 2 square into 3 square is the HCF, don't you think it is mandatory, it is a must that at least this is present over here as well? At least this number. This is the first point. Is it clear till now? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Yes. I think it is. Is it clear, everybody? Great. In case if you have any reservations, you can always post it in the comment box. Whenever I see this, I'll let you know. I'm not saying that I'll answer every single point, but yeah, whichever I feel like, I will. So 2 square into 3 square. Now let's come to this part, LCM. This is such a beautiful, well-crafted question. This entire question is based on, do you know what is HCF and what is LCM? The basic concept of HCF LCM. This is 2 to the power of 4. If you see this is 2 square. Here is 2 to the power of 4. Now I am in a fix. What is the meaning of this phrase? In a fix? What is the meaning of this phrase, in a fix? In a fix, it means doubt, dilemma. Now I am in a fix whether this 2 square comes 2 to the power of 4 comes from here or from that one. To answer this, forget about 2 to the power of 4. Even if this would have been 2 cube, even if this would have been 2 cube, in that case, we could have, even if this would have been this is 4, 2 cube, just a minute. This is 2 cube. That is 4 into 81. I have written this. This is 4 into 81. So this is 2 cube. Even if this would have been 2 cube, in that case, 2 to the power of 4, 2 cube and 2 cube, we would have seen 2 cube over here in HCF. Okay. Yes. It means that definitely this 2 to the power of 4 has come from this place. That's fine. It means here we've got 2 to the power of 2. That's the first number. Let's check the other one. 3 to the power of 5. Here it is 3 to the power of 4. Here it is 3 to the power of 2. It means for sure 3 to the power of 5 must have come from the third number. It means this 3 to the power of 5 must have come from the third number. Is it clear, everybody? Is it clear? Okay, what is the, sir, why HCF is not equals to, why HCF is the least number which is present in all the 3 numbers. So HCF would be, there is no 3. What you've written? 2 to the power of 3 into 3 to the power of, into 5. 5, how do you know 5? We need to find the third number, right? Fine, let's come back to this. The question is, this is the first number, this is the second number, this is X. We have provided with HCF and LCM. You need to find the third number. Let's see the third number. What is that? This is 5 square. Here we have only 1 5. Either this 5 came from here or this must have the 5 square. But if we take 5 in this case, that must reflect in HCF. It means this must have come from here. Absolutely fine. Lastly, 7 square, it means that this 7 square must have come from this number. So the third number is 2 to the power of 2, 3 to the power of 5 and 7 square. Now is it clear, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to? Yes, I am available on GATE ESE for on Unacademy, and the courses will going to come in the month of February. Meanwhile, as I told you guys, you can install the app and you can use the codes ST26 as well. Okay, fine. That's not the more important thing. Is whether, is it clear, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? I've elaborated about the courses and everything right at the beginning of the video. Please check that. Right? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Right. So this was the first point. Now let's move to the second point. Listen to this. These are two natural numbers, and we have been told that the sum of two natural numbers is 216. Listen to this very, very carefully. This is, here we have got the first natural number and here we have the second. There is, let me write xy. Here we have first natural number and here we have another natural number, whatever that is. We have been told that the sum of these two natural numbers is 216. And the HCF, I have started the second pattern, right? The HCF is equals to 27. We have been told that the sum of two natural numbers is 216 and the HCF is 27, right? We have been told that, what we have been told? That the HCF was, the sum of two natural numbers is 216 and their HCF is equals to 27. Now what's the question? Find the number of solutions for this. Can you able to understand this? We have connected HCF LCM to algebra. That's a very good point. But now listen to this. Let's make this question, we'll transform this question to very, very basic form. Like this. We have been told that the sum of two natural numbers is 216. So I am saying you guys that when the sum of two natural number is 26 and the HCF is 27, listen to this very, very carefully. Don't you think it is absolutely mandatory that the two numbers must have at least 27? Is it fine, everybody? Not just this, other than 27, listen to this very, very carefully. Whatever factors the number has got, let's take it as x, and for the other number, let's take it as y. And when you add these two numbers, this is the question which has been given to us. I'm repeating it once again, listen to this out. The sum of two natural numbers is 216. If their HCF is equal to 27, find the number of solutions. I usually say this to CAT students. I'm saying the very same thing to you guys as well. Any question related to number of solutions is always very, very important, because in that case you have to count the number of solutions. Is it fine? Now listen to this. This is how I have written it. I said because the HCF is 27, one thing is for sure, both the numbers have 27 for sure. So then what is that x and y you have written? Other than 27, whatever factors they have, I have written them as x, and for the other number y. Sir, when you say whatever factors, what exactly you mean? You know why I have written x and y and not xx or yy? Listen to this as well. Because x and y are relatively prime or co-prime. Sir, but what does that mean? When you say two numbers are relatively prime or co-prime, the only meaning of the statement is the HCF of the two numbers is 1. There is nothing common between the two numbers. Is it clear to each and every one of you? And you won't be... Okay, fine, let me take an example. We'll come back to this. Let me explain this part first, right? I need some space. I said for two numbers to be co-prime or relatively prime. For two numbers to be co-prime or relatively prime, the only condition... Oh, sorry. The only condition is their HCF must be equals to 1. That is it. This is what must be true. You won't believe this. Even in the official guide of GMAT, they have given a very beautiful data sufficiency question. Anybody who would like to discuss data sufficiency questions as well? Although DS hasn't been asked in your exam, but still if you feel, sir, can you take one session on DS? My promise to you guys, I'll take that as well. Don't worry about it. Once I take DS, that will be data sufficiency will also be very easy to you. So that's not a problem, right? I'm here for all those aspirants who really want to study. Else and otherwise, okay, fine. Let's write one thing in the notebook. In this world, everything is unimportant. Nothing is important. It is we who make things important. Everything in this world is perspective. So if you say, sir, can we take a session? We can have a session. That's not a problem. In official guide of GMAT, this was the question that is given. The crux of the question. The crux of the question. And let me take an example. 4 and what you can take? 4 and 9, let's take. The very basic definition of coprime is two numbers are said to be coprime only if their HCF is equals to 1. That's it. The question which is given over there, is it a must that for the two numbers to be coprime, both the numbers must be prime? Both the numbers must be prime. No. Here in this case, 2 and 3, if you see HCF is equals to 1, here 3 and 4 HCF is 1 and 4 and 9 HCF is 1. But on the contrary, if you see 2 and 3 both are prime. 3 and 4 only 3 is prime. 4 and 9 no one is prime. So the two numbers must be prime. This is not at all true. This need not be true. I'm sorry. This need not be true. Even when both the numbers are non-prime, or one of them is non-prime, and even if both the numbers are prime, that's fine. The only thing that we are actually looking for, their HCF must be equals to 1. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? Right? Now let's make a comeback. So, sir, you are saying that X and Y are co-prime? Yes, indeed. Absolutely correct. I want you guys to write this. If you feel you'll forget, that X and Y are co-prime. Now we have made it slightly more adventurous. Is it clear to each and every one of you? So these two numbers, X and Y, are co-prime. So 27X plus 27Y is equals to 216. Because 27 is the HCF, it must have 27. I'll give you one question, don't forget, right? So now this is how this thing pans out, where X and Y are prime. So this is 27, X plus Y is 216. X plus Y is equals to 8. Look at this, how we have started the question and where it actually panned out. This is such a beautiful, well-crafted question. How we have started this question, if the sum of two numbers is 216 and then their HCF was given, their HCF is equals to 27, how many solutions are possible? This is how things panned out. And now instead of thinking about these numbers, here we can categorically and very firmly write like this, 8. Don't forget that these two numbers are co-prime. And even if you want to do it in a much faster pace, even number, right? Odd plus odd must be even, or even plus even. But if both the numbers are even, they cannot be co-prime. So consider both the odd numbers, like 1 plus 7. Next odd number, 3 plus 5. That's it. Sir, you mean to say that this 27 into 1 and 27 into 7. 27 into 1 is 27, 27 into 7 is 189. 27 into 3 and 27 it. Although this step is not required, we need not check these things, but we've got the answer. This is the first pair and this is the second. So there are two solutions possible. 27 comma 189 and 27 into 3 is 81 into 135. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Just let me write this so that you can able to understand. This is the first solution pair, and what was that? 81. 81 into 135. This is the second. This kind of pattern hasn't been asked in your exam, but I do believe that it is very, very important. I definitely believe that this is important. Sooner or later you'll excuse me. Sooner or later you'll definitely come across these kind of questions in your exam. Let me repeat the entire question once, but is everybody fine with this? Why X and Y are co-prime? Yes. Why X and Y are co-prime? First name, last name. I'll explain you, and not just you, to all the audience once again. Right from the beginning. Dhyan se sunna. Listen to this very, very carefully. Right? This. What was the question that has been given to us? The sum of two natural numbers is equals to 216. Great. And if the HCF is 27, first name, last name, listen to this. If the HCF is 27, what is the definition of HCF? HCF is something that is present here and here. HCF is something that must be present in both the numbers. If it is an HCF, it ought to be present in both the numbers. Otherwise, how come it's an HCF? Okay. But if it is an HCF, now answer to your question. This is the only thing that must be common between these two numbers. Is it fine? HCF, HCF LCM नहीं. तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? HCF LCM में आपका नाम है या फिर नहीं? HCF LCM तो मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ. First name, last name. यार confuse करके रख दियो तुम. So HCF is 27. So if it is HCF, then it must be present in both the cases, both the numbers. But if 27 is the HCF, other than 27, that is any other number, cannot be present even in the first number or in the second number. The numbers are common. They can have hundreds of all different numbers. But the common part, And that is why I have written x over here and y over here and mentioned that they are co-prime. If they are not co-prime, so then what is going to happen? If they would not have been co-prime, that would have, let's do one thing. Let's rub this. Let's rub this. First name, last name, let's write 27x over here. Let's suppose the first number is 27x, the second number is also 27x. In that case, what's the HCF? Do you think the HCF would be 27? No, of course the HCF would have been 27x. But we have already been told that the HCF is 27. It cannot be more than 27. Is it clear? I do believe that's clear. Even if you want, we can take a few more examples, a few more points. Let us suppose if the first number was 27 into 2, the second number was 27 into 4. In this case, just an example, the HCF would be 27 and 2 more. Then it is 54. But because the HCF is only 27, so it must have 27 and 27 common. Other than these two numbers, nothing can be common between the two cases. Is it fine, everybody? And that is why I said x and y are co-prime. Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to all? Right? Right. I do believe it's clear. So this question transformed into this 27, we've taken 27 common, that x plus y is equals to 8. And if you want, I can take all the examples 1, 7, 2, 6. But in case of 2 and 6, they won't be co-prime. And then furthermore 4, 4, like this. So here these two solutions are possible. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Go ahead. Just let me know. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Okay. Got it. Okay. You've understood this. Great. If you have understood this, then there must be something called test of truth. Let me ask you something. Let's see what is that you guys have understood, or you guys have actually understood or not. Right? And sir, why have you taken this question? I won't tell you name of the exam, but this question was asked in the year 2016. See, I'm not exaggerating, I'm not hyperbolic anything, but if I take any question in the class, I'm not exaggerating it, but I'm saying this just to you guys that if I have taken any question in class, do make sure that you write it. Sir, why you are saying this? Why you are claiming this? Because in my class, what I do, I take a huge spectrum of exams, not just GATE, but GATE, MBA, bank, SSC, different exams. In English, in case of verbal, these exams, and on that, GRE, GMAT, PTE, IELTS, TOEFL, and whatever I feel like is important and really good question from your exams perspective, I take those questions. So if I've taken a question in the class, so either that has already been asked in some or the other exam, or that is very important. This question came in the year 2016 in one of the exams, non-MCQ question. This was a non-MCQ question in that exam. And this is a very common question in bank and SSC paper. Very, very common. Right? Let me take one more example. And I want you people to solve this. Once again, these are the two natural numbers. Okay, fine. These are the two natural numbers. The HCF that has been given to us is 33. So what we have been told? The HCF is 33 and the sum of two numbers is 528. Same thing. You need to find the number of solutions. I am giving you guys 1 minute. You need to tell me the answer in 1 minute, and whatever number of solutions you have, 2, 3, 4, 5, just let me know the solution pairs as well. Let's see. Ajay R has asked, sir, why not 4 solutions? Actually, Ajay's question is really good. Ajay, solution pairs, you've got 2 solution pairs, and I think you're getting confused with the values of x and y. In the same question, if Ajay, I'm especially talking to Ajay, and if anyone has got the same doubt, to them as well. It has got 2 solution pairs, but if this very same question would have been, how many values of x and y are possible? So values of x, when x is 27, y is 189. When x is 189, then y is 27. When x is 81, then y is 135, and when x is 135, y is 81. So solution pairs, it means their arrangement won't matter, and if values of x and y are asked, in that case 4 values. Now is it fine? I have answered your question. Any other doubt anyone has asked? Right, fine, great. I think I have answered your question, and let's move on. So yeah, what are the solution pairs you said? You guys have said great, well done. 4 solution pairs, and what are they? So this is 33. Go ahead, make it fast, guys. Nice. So now I think it's not that difficult. We can take 33 as common, so this would be x plus y is equals to 528. Ultimately this pans out like this: x plus y, 33, 15, 16. Okay, 33 into 16, yeah, 33 into 16 is 128. You know, I personally prefer looking at it like this, whether it is even number or odd number, because it's an even number and we want both these numbers to be co-prime. Odd plus odd can be even, or even plus even can be even, but when the two numbers are even, they cannot be co-prime, right? So the only thing is we need to take odd numbers as examples. Let's take this. 1 plus what? 15, 3, Ajay, if we have been asked the solution pairs, we've got one pair to, of course we need to multiply 33, right? That's quite redundant. We know this, yeah. There's no point discussing the same thing. So if we have been asked the solution pairs 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4 solution pairs. But if we are asked the number of values of x, in that case we've got 8 values of x. When x is this, then the y is this, multiplying with 33, and vice versa. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Great. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. I think it is clear to each and every one of you. Is it fine, everybody? Is it fine to each and every one of you? There is one more pattern that can be asked. If we have discussed this up to this point, let's take one more example, which is one more question which is quite similar to this. And what is that? This I won't help you. Either you will tell me the answer or we'll leave the question, right? Either you will tell me this answer or we will leave the question, that's for sure, right? Let's do this. Once again, there are two natural numbers and HCF. Let's suppose their HCF is, yeah, okay. Let's take their HCF as 13, right? And 13, okay, chalo. 13x into 13y. So what is the difference? Product I have given. If we have been told that the product of first and second number is 13x and 13y, and their 13x and 13y and is equals to 2028 actually, and their HCF is 13, then find the number of solutions. Once again, 1 minute. The HCF of two numbers is 13 and their product is equals to 2028. Find the number of solutions. Go ahead. What you guys are saying? Solution pair 4. Yeah, Garima, I saw that. Solution pairs. Okay. Nice. Well done. Okay. Great. Make it fast, guys. Well done. Absolutely. Don't miss this. You need to find the product. I have told you the product, right? In this case, I have not given sum. I have said product. What do you have written, Udit? Okay. Nice. Two pairs. Here it is not sum, it is product. You cannot take 13 common, right? You cannot take 13 common. This is 13x into 13y is 2028. So basically this is 169, 116, 12, 16, 19, 12. Yeah. Correct. So now this is very easy, right? Even. So 1 into 12, 2 into 6 and 3 into 4. But what is the problem with 2 and 6? See, when you take x and y as 2 and 6, they are non-co-prime. So this won't exist. So the only solution pairs are this. Is it clear to all? So exactly the solution pair would be, just to finish it off, 13 into 1, 13 into 12. That is 13 comma 156. This is the first solution pair. This is the first. And the second solution pair would be 13 into 3 comma 13 into 4. So exactly saying this is 39 and 52. So these are the two solutions. This is the first one, this is the second one. Is it clear to each and every one of you? So we've got two solution pairs. Yes, Garima, correct. They are non-prime. Yes. xy should be 156. I think you've taken 13 as common. Who has written? Tunir. Yeah, 12 is not prime number. Co-prime means pair of. No, I think there's some misconception. Who was asking? Shubham. Shubham, yaar, suno. The product of the first and second number is 2028, right? X and y is equals to 12. When we are saying they must not be co-prime, these two things must not be co-prime. Whether 12 is prime or it is composite, 12 is composite, but that is not important. These two numbers must be co-prime. That is what I said. Is it fine, guys? Yeah, 12 is not prime. How can 12 be prime here? Is it fine? Is it? We've discussed so much about prime and co-prime in the year 2016. In one of the exam, in one of the question, one slight, one very small point was required. If you want, you can write it in one of the notes. Just write it beside this question. If someone asks you like total number of prime numbers, if someone asks you total number of prime numbers between 1 and 100, this would be 25, 21, 15 and 09. Just write it and remember it. Not in your GATE exam, but any other exam other than GATE exam, like engineering services. It might be possible in case of GATE as well, but in other exams, they will not going to give you this value. You need to remember this. Total number of prime numbers between 1 to 100, 25, 1 to 75, 21, 1 to 50, 15, 1 to 25, 09. Sir, but in GATE, okay, fine, let's convert into a question, very basic question. For example, there are tickets numbering 1 to 100. If any person picks one single ticket, what is the probability that the ticket he has picked is a prime number? Whoa, the sample space is 100 C1. But the prime number, so how many prime numbers are there? Now it is important, 25, so 25 C1. There are tickets from 1 to 75. If a person picks two tickets simultaneously, 75 C2. I hope that you know when I am supposed to take 75 C2 and when I am supposed to take 75 C1, 74 C1 and when I am supposed to take 75 C1 into 75 C1. In case if there is any doubt, you can always let me know. Any which ways, I'll take a special class on permutation combination probability. I'll explain this in case of probability. What is that? Replacement and non-replacement concept, right? So, if there are tickets from 1 to 75 and then there is one guy who picked up two tickets simultaneously, sample space would be 75 C2. Now the question, what is the probability that both these numbers are prime? 21 C2. So the answer is 21 C2 divided by 75 C2. How long does it take? 5 seconds, 7 seconds, 10 seconds, that's it. Is it clear, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Right? Sir, in GATE, do they ask trick-based questions or we need to apply? Very basic logic questions, yaar. First name, last name, yaar. Aapka kya naam hai, yaar? First name, last name, what's your name? If you want to reveal on social media. There are many things which have been revealed in social media. There are certain things which should not have been, but that's fine. Sooner or later, in life, each one of us, we have to learn how to accept dislike and hatred. That is the inevitable reality of the world in which we are living right now. That is for you the information age, right? But that's fine. There are certain advantages and certain disadvantages of internet and social media, so that's fine. Today we don't have, you guys want to have permutation combination class? I'll put it tomorrow, that's not a problem. Do you guys want to have permutation combination class? We can have it. Sir, which book should we practice from? Book, I don't think you have this much time to practice from the book. If you want, you can take R.S. Agarwal, or I'll provide you the PDF. Today itself, I'll provide you the PDF of whatever we've discussed so far. So you can take those examples, those questions, and the notes. If you have made it, if you have made the notes, then you can go through the notes. That will help you out, right? Yeah, so I'll provide you that. That's not a problem. And permutation combination, okay, fine. If most of you are ready, then I'll take the class. Don't worry, that's not a problem. Yeah, that's not a problem. I'll connect geometry in permutation combination. So, okay, fine. So, I'll take that permutation combination tomorrow itself. I haven't planned it today. I'll take it tomorrow. That's not a problem. Taking class, I always love to take classes. So, that's not a problem. Fine. Is it clear to each and every one of you? And one more thing here. Actually, listen to this. Let's take a small note actually. First name, last name. इस बच्चे ने मुझसे एक point पूछा ना अभी trick वाली बात पे. You asked me a point something related to trick. What you said? You asked something like trick and this. You said something like that. Said trick questions important. A trick point important. Just like this. Listen to this point. Log 100 to the base x is equals to 2. Let us suppose if this is written. If log 100 to the base x is equals to 2, and we have been told that find the value of x. Just listen to this, just because you said that point of trick and logic, so I'm just letting you know this point. Listen to this. If it is written that log 100 to the base x is equals to 2, and find the value of x. Each one of us, because we are from engineering background, so we know at least some or the other level of maths, right? So we know that we are supposed to use anti-log. And considering your trick and that point, very basic application of anti-log is required in this case. What is that and how am I supposed to write? Listen to this. Whenever you apply anti-log, take this base and push it over here. Tong. Take this base and push it over here. Tong. This is the first step. The second step, this automatically gets pushed upwards. Tong. And most importantly, that sound is important. Tong, that is important. So we need to take this x and we need to push this side, right? And furthermore, we need to push this. Tong. So the moment you apply anti-log, this automatically pans out like this. Is it clear, buddy? That's it. Because we're talking about logs, so x is equals to 10. That's it. That is the answer. That is the answer. Is it clear, buddy? Sir, this is just too basic a question. IIT Kanpur 2015. They got interested in this tong, and they have given you a question. What was that? This is what they have given. Log 5 by 7, okay, to the base x is equals to minus 1 by 3. I want you people to give an answer within 1 minute. IIT Kanpur. IIT Kanpur 2015. The same question. I don't think you are my student. I don't think you need any option. I won't. Anyways, I'm not going to give you any option. So they got interested into this and they gave this question. So what's the answer? Absolutely. Indeed, absolutely. Just take this x, tong, and this, tong. That's it. Tong, 2 times, and the answer. 5 by 7. This is x to the power of minus 1 by 3. That's it. That is it. We have got the answer. Let's take some good color. So this is x 1 by 3, 7 by 5, and x 343 upon 125. Is it clear, buddy? Yes. So we have got the answers, right? And if anyone who believes that, sir, my log topic is not that good, I'm assuring you that in, what should I say? Assure, ensure, and ensure. I'm assuring you, right? But I want you people to assure, ensure. Not right now, but immediately after the class, I want you people to find the difference between these 3 words and you can put it up on the comment box. Yeah, right? You can paste it on the comment box. Just write it on the comment box after the class, not right now. This is a very good question. This question was asked in the year 2017. 2017 or 2016, I guess. In one of the MBA entrance exams. Right now I'm doing this. I'm assuring you, not ensure or ensure. Okay? I'm assuring you. But I want you people to find the difference between these three words. Sir, do they ask these kind of questions in our exam? 2018 IIT Guwahati. Difference between break and break. Whoa. If you are an avid admirer of a series, Friends, each one of us, whosoever have watched the show, we are in love with Friends. Rachel and Ross, they were on a break. When I finish my class, if the next class is after half an hour, so that half an hour will be a break. Most of you guys drive bike or Activa, and especially the girls. Please don't mind, but you guys don't apply brake. Chappal se rokte na aap log gaadi. So you guys don't apply brake. This question was asked in the year 2018 by IIT Guwahati. Can you believe this? We post different photographs, different videos and all those things on social media platform, Facebook. In 2018, IIT Guwahati had asked the difference between complement and complement. Complement and complement. Can you believe this, man? Pretty straightforward question. Sir, but I don't know the meaning. क्या? Sir, I don't. समझ भी नहीं क्या बोल रहे? Sir, what is the difference? This is what I'm asking. Each one of us, we love compliment. When we post photograph on Facebook, many of your colleagues, they compliment you. For example, if any girl posts a photograph, driving bike or cooking, rangoli, studying, 100,000 of people like the photograph. If a boy has posted a photograph on Facebook, 1.5 like, 2 likes, one by himself, that's the moral courtesy, and the half or the second like is from a roommate. And then there is a comment, I am in a disbelief. How can you look this handsome? This is a compliment, or someone is trolling us. समझ में नहीं आता. Who loves compliment? I love compliment. Who loves compliment? I love. This is that compliment. I love that compliment. Just to make you remember, that's it. There was nothing else. I love that compliment, right? And then there is this compliment. Then there is this compliment. What is this? Something that perfectly matches each other. I personally love sandwich, chicken sandwich or egg sandwich, and coffee or tea. Similarly, you have different combinations like masala dosa and coffee, idli or chai, or poha or chai. These two things complement each other. So this perfectly matches. Something that matches or matching. 2018 IIT Guwahati, can you believe this? Very nice question, man. Very nice question. I love this question. Very nice. In CAT long back, there was a difference between these two words. F-L-A-I-R. F-L-A-R-E. Flare and flare. Flare. Wow. Your natural talent, your aptitude, your natural talent. Whose talent? Sir, my talent. Whose talent? I talent. Just, it's not a correct language way of saying, but just to let you know. Whose talent? My talent. I talent. So this F-L-A-I-R is your natural ability. And what this flare is? This flare is for flame. This is for flame. And if any one of you have, for example, go and ask your dad about his young stage photographs. You will see he has got, those heavy long hairs, those hairs which cover the ear as well, those kind of hair. When two people talk, they cannot able to listen to them. Yeah, what do you say? Like that. And then there's a bell bottom trouser like this. Similarly, to all the young people and girls, and if you have a elder sister, do you remember this? Like when your elder sister or your friends, they had this, what do you call, photography, pre-wedding shoot. Then they take this round and the dress, they said to the photographer, I want to see the flare. That is the flare. I want to see the flare. That's this flare. This is not that, this flare. So this is used for the flame or for the trouser or for the, in case of girls, for this. This flare. Another very good question. Although this question was not asked in your GATE exam, but yes, indeed this is important. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to all? I take almost 90 minutes to finish off log, and 60 minutes to 90 minutes. 90 in full detail, and in compressed form I take 60 minutes. So in case if you feel as if so log can explain so log as well, it will take 1 hour. I'll explain the entire log. You just need 5 rules. I'll let you know 5 rules, and any question from log you'll be in the position to solve it. This is my promise to you guys. And in most of the exams you will see question from log. That is for sure. Right? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, guys? Is it fine? Yes. So today at 10 in the evening we're going to have verbal and reasoning class. So please set the reminder. Please set the reminder for 10 in the evening. Yeah, 60 minutes or 90 minute sessions. If you think, sir, yeah, I'll take graph, but I just wanted to finish a few topics in quant and then I'll take graph. Right? I'll connect graph and percentage. Data sufficiency, yeah, I'll take that. That's not a problem. And if you feel as if you want log as well, we'll take that too. That is not a problem. Okay? Is it fine, guys? Is it fine to each and every one of you? I want you people to write in the comment box every time when your heart tells you that, every time when people around you tell you that, every time when you yourself wants to believe that probably it is too difficult, every time when the people around you, they tell you, no, you cannot do this. Every time, after every single failure or setback, you want to believe that probably I'm not that good enough. Then tell yourself, great things take time. If you want to create something remarkable, something astounding, something exhilarating in life, that needs time. Time is very, very important. You have to invest time. The greatest objective of whatever you do is to feel alive. Even whether you have achieved success or not, even if you have achieved failure as well, whatever you do, wherever you are, be there. Whatever resources you have, do the best of what you can with those resources. I want to be able to write in the comment box. I want to be able to write it in the comment box. I'll reclaim my life. I will reclaim my life. There is absolutely nothing to prove. You don't have to prove what other people are thinking about you. You don't have to justify what other people are saying about you. We don't need any other people's affiliation and accreditation. If you are true to yourself, if you are honest to your dreams and your aspirations, if you believe you can do it, just keep working hard. On your good days, run. And on your bad days, run even harder, because you had a bad day. So this is it for today's session. We'll meet in the next class, and the next class will be today in the evening, late evening. We'll meet at 10. Fine. See you guys then. Bye-bye, everybody. See you. Take care. Jai Hind.